Hello. Well, my lighting's not that great, and I am super tired. I'm exhausted. I've been working a swing shift for, I don't know, I guess it's about a couple, 3 months. But we just added the 5th day, like, maybe a month and a half ago. I was working 4 days a week, but I wasn't making enough money. And I asked for 4 10s. What I got was an extra day. And I didn't want that. I prefer working 2 days, off 1, work 2 more, off 2. If you ask me, that should just be a regular thing. So I'm tired. I'm adjusting to my new living arrangement. Which isn't bad. I'm warmer. It's smaller. Now I gotta work my way up to some power so that I could sustain it without plugging in and being stationary. Anyway, I was tired this morning. I woke up late. I got to work late. And it was very busy today. And I always get left at the fuel desk by myself. Just because I'm capable of doing 3 people's jobs doesn't mean that I should have to. But I end up doing it anyway. I mean, I said it to somebody the other day, I sometimes feel like I'm being abused just because I'm good at my job, so people abuse that fact. And that's how I injured my hand, because the younger people seen that I was keeping up, so they decided to abuse me in the fact that they would go screw off in the closet or do whatever and just leave me back there in the showers for 8 hours doing laundry and all that. The whole week, right? Now I'm on limited duty, so I'm up at the desk all the time, which is fine. But when they leave y'all alone in the daytime, and there's people coming in from both sides, it's just a lot. And I said the other day that it's about time for a drastic change. And at this point, I just want to get shit resolved with my hand and stuff, so I can start looking elsewhere. Because I'm just tired. And people can see it on my face. I can see it on my face right now as I talk. One man could see it so much today. He said, "Darling, why don't you smile?" And I just looked at him. And I said, "I apologize. This job's going to be the death of me. I now have resting bitch face all the time. And I apologize. I will attempt to smile for you, sir." I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "Why don't you just pray for me?" And that man took my hand and prayed for me right there in the store in front of everybody. And he made me cry. But I needed that at that moment. And I think that he intuitively knew that. The rest of the day went fairly well. I definitely needed it. And I've been sitting here in my car for the past few hours, grateful for that man praying for me today. I have terrible circles under my eyes. I just need rest. And all the noise. I just want quiet. I, I get off work after. I've pulled a couple of 10-hour shifts here lately. But afterwards, I get off work and I just want to sit in the quiet. I was just a minute ago listening to an owl hoot. I'm in a very gorgeous place. I'm very fortunate to be able to park here. I showed a video when it was snowing and stuff. It's very pretty here. I'm too exhausted to enjoy it. I've worked here 2 summers. Also working at my regular 9 to 5. But I haven't taken the time to enjoy this job. And that's a sad shame. Today I went prospering and looking around at another place that's a little bit closer that does the same exact thing I'm doing, but boy, is it quieter. There's more people there. There ain't a bunch of bells and whistles going off all the time. Somebody pointed out the other day, it's basically a lot of noise pollution. And it's not good for your heart. It causes your cortisol levels to rise, which causes heart disease. Causes a lot of things. High blood pressure. The spare tire that every single person in that place has. Even the skinny people have a spare tire. Because the stress is through the roof. They do not pay us enough for that. I mean, a second line was forming today, and I just said, "Are you going to come down here?" I said, "The line is down here." If I'm the only person there, obviously, why make 2 lines? It's redundant. And people should be helping me. I mean, that's just the way it is. People should be helping. I'm probably going to have to take a pay cut. And right now, first off, I made some phone calls. I lowered my car insurance by $115 a month. That's amazing. Right there. And, fact is, if I don't have to drive, if I can cut my driving time in half, as well as my mileage in half, well, there's some more money I'm going to save, right? So, I just want to get on here and thank that dear man today for praying for me. Because Lord knows I needed it. He made me cry. But I'm just so exhausted. You ever get just so tired and so numb that you can't sleep? And when you finally do lay down to go to sleep, before you know it, that damn alarm clock's going off again. I remain faithful. Even on days like today, God sent that man to me today. He knew I was feeling weary. I'm no longer going to pray for endurance and strength. Because I've been doing that, and boy, have I been tested. So, instead of that, I've been just saying how grateful I was for today. Grateful for that man today. Grateful to have had that owl hooting just a minute ago. Reminded me that I'm actually in a pretty good spot. My bills are paid. And I've come to the conclusion I've endured this long enough. So I'm going to start searching for something to replace it. But I got some things to resolve. Fact is, I'm looking at a couple more months. So it gives me time. Still need to talk to a lawyer, I think. Anyway, what do y'all think of those fires in California? There's a whole lot of stories on YouTube right now. Theories. But it seems kind of strange to me. Kind of like the so-called 1,000-year flood in North Carolina, where one dam breaks but not the other one. Again. Some weird things are happening. I'm sure it's all by design. This time, it might be God's plan. Who knows? Who knows? I seen a Lakota Indian man the other night who was talking about those fires. You should look it up. It's about the Lakota wheel, fire, water, earth, and air. It made a lot of sense to me. And I'm not even Indian. But it doesn't mean that I don't want to learn about it. And it certainly doesn't mean that I'm going to close my mind to it. It made a lot of sense. So, I hope that everybody is managing to stay warm in this cold weather. I'm warmer. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm in my car. It's the best I can do. It's dark outside. I haven't figured out a lighting system inside my van yet, but I will, because I want to show it off. It's a pretty good setup. I'm sleeping well. The bed is very comfortable. I'm grateful for that. I'm warmer. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the job. But the stress is a bit too much. And it's time I think about my health. So, today, I ask that you say a prayer that I find a suitable job that suits me and my skills and appreciates my skills. I've been overlooked for a lot of things, and you sometimes you just know that it's just going to continue to happen. And maybe it's just not worth your time. It's certainly not worth your health. You know, I like to think that this channel might take off at some point, so that I can make a little money at it. But I'm not consistent. And why am I not consistent? Because I'm brain dead when I get off of my job. I can't even hardly think. And, I don't want every video to be a bad video about how terrible things are. Or me just being angry. So today, you get to see me tired. Maybe one day this channel can become a travel channel. When I figure out a way to make enough money to do that. There's lots of things out there I could learn. But again, working a 9 to 5, I got no time to do that. So I have some decisions to make. So, if somebody sees this, say a little prayer for me. I have faith that God's listening to my prayers. And He may not give me exactly what I want, but He definitely makes sure I have what I need. So, I want to tell everybody thank you for watching. And keep your chin up, because we may not know exactly what God's plan is for us. I know that Him and I have come a long way. And so I'm just not going to give up. I need to keep going. Just keep going. I've got the faith of a cantaloupe. That would just weigh more than a mustard seed, right? So, a breakthrough's coming, I just know it. And I bet there's one for you too. Renee Who here, just letting you know that you're not out here doing this day to day all alone. Some of us are doing it and living a struggle on the backside. So, if you go in to a place and you see someone doing customer service, be kind to them, because you just don't know what they're going through too. Maybe lower your expectations just a little bit. Because you just never know what that person's dealing with. And just like you, they got a job to do. Now, I'm not saying all people out there doing customer service work are good at it. Lord knows I'm not perfect. But I try really hard. But some days, when your job expects you to do 3 people's jobs, it makes that customer service job 10 times harder. And no one knows what's going on behind the scenes. And no one knows what's going on in that person's life personally. Whether it's a health struggle, a mental struggle, a family issue, financial issues. It could be a number of things. That man today was kind to me, even though I was not that kind to him in the beginning. And I apologized to him and I said, I'm sorry, sir. It's been a rough day. I said, I realize I have resting bitch face, but I apologize. Trust me. I've earned it. And instead of getting angry with me, he prayed for me. I wish all people would do that. Because sometimes it's really, really hard. And unless you've done customer service work, you wouldn't know how hard it is. But I'll gladly switch shoes with you any day of the week. Alright. Renee Who here. I'm at 21:11. So I'm going to close on that note. I say a prayer out there. God, watch out for all the people out there in California. Especially the homeless people who are having to deal with all that smoke. No one's talking about them. And that could be occurring and happening and bothering them up to 100 miles away. Depending on the wind direction. So I pray for them too. And for the homeless people who are dealing with the cold weather up north. The young man named Scar who's doing videos. He's one. And there's quite a few others too. But everybody keep the faith. Keep praying because I know God's listening. I know He is. Renee Who here. Peace out. Take care.